Hey guys, B Twice here. Today is Saturday, August 7th. I hope everybody is having a good weekend. Today we're going to be doing some wave theory analysis looking at SPY, QQQ, and IWM to try to make sense of where we could be going here in these upcoming weeks. We are going to start off by looking at the bull case for SPY. So the bull case for SPY tells us that, hey, we're in a five-wave impulse to the upside to finish off this wave three, this primary wave 3, and it's going to take us somewhere in between 455 to 460. So where do we stand within this impulse? Um, so basically, the bulls are saying, hey, right now we've already popped up for our one, we've pulled back for our two, and now we're in the middle of an extended wave three. So it's going to be a five-wave impulse to the upside. For a wave three, we'll pull back for four and we'll go for a five. So where do we stand within that? So within that, we've popped up for our one already, we've already pulled back for our two, and now we're going up for our three. Maybe we've already topped for our three and we're about to pull back for a four, or maybe we go a little bit higher on Monday morning and then we have a slight pullback for a four, ultimately to head up for our wave 5, which is a higher degree 1, which should be somewhere right around this uptrend line. From there, we should get rejected because that's going to be a wave 1. So we should retrace at least 60% of that impulse to the upside. So that may take us down to 440. It may take us down to 437. As long as we stay above 436, then this count is valid. So right now the bulls, you need to hold 436 because if you break 436, obviously it's invalid, and maybe we could be going significantly lower because maybe are the tops in. But we're going to pull back for that too. We'll catch support somewhere above 436. Ultimately, we'll rally higher. We're going to break this uptrend line. We'll go to the upside. Maybe we hit 450. From there, we should back test. When we have that back test, that's going to be a wave 4. And then we'll have a rally up for our wave 3 to finish off our wave 3, which should take us into the 455 range or something like that. From there, we'll pull back again, and then ultimately we'll have one last impulse to the upside, maybe taking us to 460 or somewhere in that ballpark before we actually hit our wave 3 top. Once we do hit our wave 3 top, which we'll go over a little bit more on the bear count, we're going to have a pretty significant drop. So it is coming in the near future, and that's why if you follow me on Twitter and you see my tweets, you'll know that I continuously say hedge is important at these levels, because at any point in time, if we top because this bull count is wrong and we're actually in a bear count, we could be going significantly lower. All right, so let's take a look at the bear count. So the bear count on SPY actually has us in a ending diag, right? So what we're seeing so far is that we're going up for this this wave 5 to finish off this wave 3. So we had our wave 4 here. We're finishing off our wave 5 of a wave 3, and our wave 4 downside could be anywhere between 426 and 396. So that's a pretty big window if we top right around where I think we will if we follow the bear count, which will be this uptrend line. So with that being said, the bears are saying, hey, we had a 5-wave impulse to the upside, the exact same impulse we had that the bulls are looking at to take us to a wave 1. But ultimately we pulled down for a 2. We had a 3-wave move for a 3. We had a 3-wave move down for a 4, and now we're finishing a 3-wave move up to take us up to this ending to finish off this ending diag, which is going to end up being this wave 5 of the wave 3. So the bears are saying, hey, guess what? This is actually an ending diag. Yeah, they still agree with the bulls. We're going to touch this uptrend line. The difference is we're going to get rejected. We're going to get rejected in a big way, and we're going to come crashing down, and we're going to break this support, and ultimately we're going to be heading significantly lower. If this scenario does happen, I would expect that if we have a blow off top situation, that there's no way we're going to be shallow and we're going to catch support at 426. I would be more favorable of somewhere around maybe 410, maybe in the middle here or something like that. So we really want to watch these levels, and we want to pay attention to these trend lines. So hopefully the bear count is not correct. I am not favoring it, but if we end up having a bunch of COVID lockdowns or something like that, then this scenario is completely possible. So you want to be mindful that at these levels, we can find a top at any time. Maybe we don't even get to this trend line. Maybe we straight up top right here and we ultimately head lower. It's anybody's guess. Nobody really knows definitively what is going to happen in the market, and that's why a lot of times you want to have hedge or you want to have some kind of insurance, even if it just means you have cash or a lot of cash sitting on the sideline. Because ultimately, if we do get rejected these highs, you don't want to lose a whole lot of your portfolio. Risk management is key in the market. So you want to be aware that the bear count here is just as valid as the bull count. Even though I am favoring the bull count, I am very aware that the bear count could happen. So be mindful of that. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. All right, so looking at QQQ, what could potentially be happening here? So we're looking to finish off this wave 5 of a wave 3. Um, and right now we've popped up for a 1, we've pulled back for a 2, and then we've went up for another 1 of a lesser degree, we've pulled back for a 2. So we're in this 1 2 1 2 nest. We have a 1 2 1 2 1 2. Generally, you see that as you're going when you're first starting an impulse off before you get to a true wave 3, you'll start to get the 1 2 1 2 nest. So with that being said, I see us in this wave 3, so I do think we're going to go head higher. I think there's a good chance that we've already bottomed on Friday for our wave 4, so we should pop up maybe to test this uptrend line, maybe a little bit shallow. Then we'll pull back for another wave 4, and then ultimately we'll be finishing off this wave 3 probably by touching the uptrend line. From there, we'll pull back. Maybe that take so we could be hitting 375 or something like that for this wave 3. From 375, we should pull back to maybe 370. Maybe we go a little bit lower, and then from there, I see us rallying one last time to break the uptrend line. And when we break the uptrend line, I think we're going to get somewhere in this 380 range. I really like QQQ to finish off at or right around 380 before more of a significant drop. So I am looking for a QQQ 380. I think it's going to happen in August. By the end of August, time will tell. But with that being said, QQQ, just like I talked about in SPY, it's bullish above 360, so we really want to watch 360. If we break below 360, there's a good chance that the top for this wave 3 was in, and we're going to be heading significantly lower. So where do the bulls see this thing going? Well, the bulls, the bears, where the bears see this thing going is that we've already topped. Or that we're really very close to topping. Maybe we just go up and we touch this uptrend line, and then this ends up being our wave 3, or maybe this ends up being our wave 3. But either way, the bears are saying, hey, we're right around the top now. If we haven't already hit it. And from here, we're going to be dropping. And where are we going to be dropping to? Well, if we go a shallow drop, which I don't see happening, it would be 358. I think if we break 360, the chance of us going and stopping at 358 is slim to none. I would be more favorable about 340 range. So if we do get just like SPY, if we get a blow off top situation somewhere in here, wherever it may be, I would be more favorable of us catching support at 341 than I would be at 358. So just like with SPY, you want to be smart of how you're trading up here, because we are close to a top and almost nobody is going to be able to guess exactly when it happens. So be smart out there, hedge appropriately, and make sure your risk management is key at all times.